Hey everyone, it's Siobhan Barnes here, coming to you live from the country park near my house. I am in nature today. I felt called this morning to head to the country park and mix up my environment a little bit and just get a little bit of fresh perspective. And I really want to talk about how to get yourself out of a funk today. This has been something I've personally been going through myself, getting back into work after the kids have been off school and all that good stuff. I've actually found it quite challenging to get back into the groove of things. And I think it's totally normal to get into a funk sometimes. You know, at first, it can seem like you're not doing the right thing. You're not being grateful. You're not being focused. You're being unproductive. You're procrastinating. And these are the things that I was telling myself earlier on in the week. But the truth is, you get into a funk for a reason, and life hands you challenges sometimes so that you can overcome them and you can grow stronger and you can actually appreciate the good and happy times when they come. So rather than view these periods of time where you're bumping up against a challenge or you're in a funk or you're just not feeling it, rather than beat yourself up, I invite you to think about how you can proactively come up with some strategies to help you and lift you out of those situations. So what happens is we can tend to perpetuate the cycle. I don't know about you, but I used to be in a funk for days, like even weeks sometimes. And the truth is, it doesn't have to take that long. It really can be a moment. It can be a decision to say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. You really got to work with your mind on this, not in a bypassing kind of way to really bypass what's really going on for you, but to really start to look at, okay, how can I proactively address this and move through it? So for me, I'm feeling like a little bit in a funk. I've got some big questions I'm asking myself in my business and the career direction I want to go in. And I know myself. I know that whenever I'm in nature, whenever I move my body, I feel so much better. So last night I went to yoga, feel a little bit better this morning. Today I decided to get out of the house and, get out of that familiar space and into nature. Again, nature really restores me. It always feels really good to be here. And I did some journaling and did some tuning into my intuition, and I feel so much better. And so for me to be able to know that moving my body, getting out in nature, taking time out away from technology and to actually get pen to paper, for me, helps get me out of a funk. And I already feel 100 times better, more calm, more clear, more confident, and ready for what's in store for the rest of the day. But I invite you to think about what strategies you can employ to get yourself out of a funk. Do you need to call a friend? Do you need to get some body work? Go for a massage? Go to get some Reiki therapy or go to a gong bath? Do you need to take a break and actually get out of the country? Do you need to journal like I do? Everybody has a different way of dealing with what's going on for them and when there's a funk that comes up of like getting through it. And so if you're in a funk right now, this is probably very timely. I invite you to think about what you can do to kind of not snap yourself out of it, but work through it in a really proactive way. And if you're listening to this and saying, no, Siobhan, I'm on fire, then that's awesome. I'm glad you're on fire. When you need this video or you need to be able to handle that challenge that comes your way, you'll be able to think about what strategies you can employ to get yourself out of a funk. So I would love to hear from you. What do you do when things aren't going your way and you're just not feeling your mojo and you're not into it? Leave a comment for me below. I would love to know. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a beautiful week.